back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about vision boards, but more specifically, we are going to be talking about my 2020 vision board and basically, you know, what happened with it. In terms of why I created it in the first place, it wasn't necessarily because I was particularly motivated. I would actually say that I created this vision board because I was in a really bad place. Yeah, the person you see now, it's not necessarily I was a different person, it's just I felt horrible on the inside. I was going through a very emotionally rough time. There was something that happened last year that just crushed me, and I was left just wondering what to do next, how to move forward. And I knew there was a bunch of stuff that I wanted to get done last year, and I knew if I didn't visualize it, if I didn't, you know, actually have it out somewhere in the open, I really don't know how much of that I would have gotten done. So I just told myself, you know what, we're gonna write it down, we're gonna figure out what we want, we're going to go from there. And you know, it worked. I'm in a much better place now. So yeah, it was, I had a rough start in 2020, but you know, doesn't matter because we're here now. Ooh, okay. Here's the fun part. So, in terms of what I accomplished, I'm going to pull up my actual vision board from last year, or should I say this year, because this year is not over yet. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys so you can see what it looks like, and yeah, we can talk about what I accomplished this year. So the vision board that I did was actually digital. I did mine through Photoshop. If you guys want to see how I created my vision board, I'm actually going to be uploading a video very soon, probably next week, on my 2021 vision board, and so I'll walk you guys through that. So yeah, stay tuned for that because I'll show you how you can create your own digital vision board. But yeah, for this one, yeah, I guess we're gonna go through. We're gonna see what I did, what I didn't do. A lot of it is pretty straightforward, honestly, because I didn't make this vision board to confuse myself. I made it fairly simple because, you know, it's the thought that counts. So, in terms of what I accomplished for this year, first of all, big shout out to myself. Woot, woot. I was able to move out of my parents' place. I don't know, maybe it was a crazy goal, I don't know. I basically said in a year, if we don't move out within the year, you know, nothing. Like, I literally only gave myself a year to complete this goal. I actually was crazy and I told myself 3 months, but that did not happen. It actually took the whole, like basically the whole year to complete this goal, which is fine because we got it done within the year. But yeah, it was a crazy process. It was so annoying. The market we live in is not, it's crazy. So yeah, I was actually like, it's such a huge accomplishment for me. I'm so, like, it's kind of surreal that we got it done. To this day, sometimes like I'll sit and I'll be like, am I really here right now? Is this my couch? And it's a really nice feeling when I sit down and think about it, because I'm the type of person who always has goals and I'm always like going. So when I like really actually sit and think about it, I'm kind of like that's insane. The second thing that I completed that was on my vision board is I graduated university, finally. My degree was a 4-year degree, but I ended up finishing it in 5 years, and honestly, I don't mind, because part of my degree was to travel abroad, and I completed a double major It's an honors, internationalized degree, and yeah, like personally, I'm proud of myself. I don't know what to say. That might sound bad, but you know, what are you gonna do? You have to be proud of yourself, you know? And it took a lot of work, like, anybody who's in university now, or who's thinking of going into university, or has been through university, like, it really is an accomplishment. And if you are thinking about doing it, I would highly recommend. And if you're in it right now, I applaud you and I'm rooting for you. I really hope that you just keep working for it, and I will be cheering for you when you get your degree too. So yeah, tell me. Tell me when you get that degree, because I want to congratulate you, you know? Ooh, another thing that I accomplished this year was actually pertaining to something that I wanted to do in regards to my modeling career. If you don't know, which you probably don't, I am actually agency represented, and that is something that I did start last year too. And it was one of my goals to actually not necessarily be included in a campaign, but to be featured by a brand, you know? Like, I did a lot of freelance jobs when I got back from my trip abroad. And yeah, so I was doing freelance for a while, and I was doing it for the fun of it. So it was one of my goals to work with a brand and actually get paid for it, you know? So yeah, that was one of my goals, and I actually did it. It came true. We did it last year. I worked for this brand, and it was a really great experience. It really helped me to see that I could do it, and I was, you know, taking that one step closer in my career, and I was going in the right direction. That's literally all I needed. It was just like a matter of, I guess, some sort of validation. But I just really I want to keep moving forward, and that was one of the things that, you know, showed me that's what I was doing. In terms of what I didn't accomplish, there's a lot on my vision board that I didn't accomplish, as you guys can probably see, but there are things that I did partially do, but I didn't feel that I made it to the point where I could actually say I checked it off my vision board. So that's why they're not check marked, but I did make progress. And then there are some things that I'll probably be carrying over into next year, just because they're things that I want to continuously work on throughout my lifetime. So yeah, what it looks like may change throughout the years, or you know, what I decide to put on my vision board in order to visualize doing those things. But for the most part, I'm satisfied with having them unchecked. The first thing that I didn't complete on my vision board would be the picture in the top left hand corner, I want to say. That's a picture of Iman Haman. I want to say I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I really do apologize. One of the things I really wanted to do last year was improve my walk, and like my runway walk, because it was, I'm telling you guys, it was garbage, like garbage. And I personally couldn't deal with it. I knew it was garbage. I knew it was something I had to work on. My agent, he told me it was something I had to work on, but I knew before he even said it. So it was definitely something that I wanted to work on last year. And I would say that I actually did improve a lot. Like, from where I started and where I am now, it's so much better. I would probably say I didn't practice every week, even though I should have. But I would say I practiced at least every 2 weeks. Like, I would practice at least every 2 weeks on my walk, and I would just put on my heels, walk back and forth. I'd watch videos on other models' walks and how to... It's a lot of work, okay? A lot of people are like, it's just walking, it's not that serious. But there's a lot that actually goes into it. It's not just your legs you have to think about. You have to think about your arm movement, your facial expressions, your posture, everything. So like, yeah, it was a lot. And I don't think, personally, I'm not where I want to be in my walk. I don't only want to have a strong walk, but I really want to have a personalized one too. And I also want to I want my body to have the muscle memory, you know? I want my legs to be like Stephen Curry's arms when it comes to walking, you know? I want to get it right every time and be confident in it. So yeah, that is definitely something I'm carrying into next year. I'm actually budgeting to get a coach to help me, you know, develop my walk, because it's so important to me to do. So yeah, that's one thing that we're carrying over into next year. The second thing would be, let's go to the bottom right corner, because it's already kind of in the same realm. Those are pictures of Miss Coco. If you don't know, you know, I don't know, I can't help you. But yeah, she's like the posing queen. And I really wanted to work on my poses last year too. Like, my posing wasn't bad, it wasn't horrible. But I think when it comes to like new models, you just have your, you know, choreographed moves or whatever that you do. And then once you're done, you're kind of like, you're stuck. Like, you don't know what to do after that. You're kind of like, I'm just going to do the same poses I practiced. And it doesn't work. You can't, it's not sustainable. It's not really professional to do that either. Like, you have to be able to have flexibility in your movement. And so, yeah, that was a big thing for me. I didn't just want to pose, but I wanted to work on my movement. And basically, I didn't want to get stuck. Like, if I was in a shoot, I wanted to be able to, you know, change it up every time. As the months went on, I got more and more confident. I would watch videos and stuff just on posing and movement, so that way I had more to go on. I had more to work with, so that when I was on set, you know, I could deliver. It's very important when you're a professional that you're able to deliver. So yeah, that was definitely something I worked on last year. It's definitely something I improved on last year, but it is also something that I will continue to be working on throughout the year next year. So that's why it's not checked off right now. In terms of the money goals, we're not even going to dismissed. I was not really focused on money goals this year because I was just so focused on spending money on moving out that it was kind of like, well, yeah, it was just, I wasn't really focused on hitting certain money goals, honestly. So that's definitely something I'm carrying into next year. In terms of YouTube, okay, by the time I'm filming this video right now, it's December 21st. By the time this goes up, it'll be December 25th. And yeah, I'm at 10 subscribers. So obviously, like, we're not even close to that check mark, but that is okay because you're watching this video right now. And now we're friends, okay? And I made the channel. One of the real goals, it wasn't necessarily about hitting 1,000 subscribers, even though that, you know, it was a goal of mine, but it was more so about starting the channel, being consistent with it, and I can honestly say I'm ending the year doing that. So I am very proud of myself. And, you know, I'm not gonna actually carry this one into next year. I think I'm going to actually try and up the goal and maybe make it even 50,000 subscribers because I think I can do it. I think I'm gonna do it. It's something I am going to try to work really hard on, and I think we can do it, guys. Please, you know, if you want to help a girl out, please do help a girl out. Subscribe. If you find me even the least bit entertaining or helpful or anything, you know, help a girl out. Thank you. Thank you in advance. In terms of the brands that are featured on here, so that includes Vogue, Chanel, H&M. It's not necessarily that I wanted to work specifically with those brands, even though, you know, I do. But it's more so just about reaching the professional caliber that would allow me to work with those brands and work with brands such as those. So that is definitely something I'm still working on, and hopefully next year I can get to that level, you know? Level up. That's the focus. Next year we're gonna level up. In terms of the bottom right corner too, those are things that I'm also going to carry on into next year. They're very, it's just, this year it was super important for me to focus on how I was feeling mentally, spiritually, physically. It was just like I was crumbling from the inside out, and I had to make sure I was grounded and I was able, like, I had to tell myself, you need to focus on these things because these are things that are going to ground you in your life, and you need to make sure that you're focused on getting them to a good place. So yeah, honestly, like I said, I am so much better than I was when this year started. I am telling you, I was just trying so hard not to be bitter. I could feel myself turning into this bitter person, and I knew that's not the person that I wanted to be. It's not the person that I wanted to become. And so I was actively like trying. I was like, I kept asking and asking, what do I do? What do I do? And yeah, it was only by actively thinking about it and thinking on it that I really found the answers that I needed in order to become myself again. And yeah, it's definitely something that I'm going to continue on into next year. Obviously, we are going to be coming at it from a more positive perspective next year. But yeah, it's definitely something I will be carrying over. Yeah, so that's basically it for the stuff that I accomplished on the board versus the stuff that I did not. I also put quotes on there that would just really help me to motivate myself, but to also not put too much pressure on myself when it came to working through my goals. That worked. Those are probably going to carry on into next year too, but we'll see, you know, when I'm creating that vision board, we'll see what actually, you know, comes to be. I am so excited for 2021. Honestly, I'm excited with all the things that I got done this year and everything that was there was a lot of things holding me back. And a lot of that was internal. But now I feel like I'm at a point where I can just go like this, you know? So I'm really excited for next year. Please guys, subscribe to my channel. And please do not forget to click the notification bell, because I'm telling you, we are going to make a vision board for 2021. And if you want to do it with me, by all means, let's have a party. We'll do it together. Yeah, I'll probably be posting it next week. So please click the notification bell so that way we can do this together. We can do 2021 together, okay? Can you imagine having the support that, you know, there's somebody rooting for you. I'm rooting for you here. I hope you're rooting for me, because, but even if you're not, I'm rooting for myself, so it's okay. But yeah, I want to be there for you. So please let me know if you are creating a vision board, and, you know, stay tuned for my next one. If you want to see more beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content, please don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for that next video. where we'll be creating my 2021 vision board.